Washington, D.C. is known for its history, politics, and monuments, but it also has a spooky side. Some of the city's oldest pubs are believed to be haunted. Ghost sightings, strange sounds, and eerie feelings have been reported by staff and visitors. Here are 8 of the most haunted pubs in D.C. Number 1. The Old Ebbitt Grill. The Old Ebbitt Grill is one of the most famous and oldest bars in Washington, D.C., located just steps from the White House. This place has been around since the 1800s. It's a favorite spot for politicians, tourists, and locals to grab a drink or enjoy a fancy meal. But behind its elegant charm and classic style, many believe there's something spooky going on. Over the years, staff and guests have shared strange experiences. Some have seen shadowy figures in the mirrors, while others felt like someone was watching them, even when they were alone. A few workers say they've heard whispers or footsteps when no one else was around. One popular story is about a man in an old-fashioned suit who shows up late at night, then vanishes without a trace. The restaurant is filled with old paintings, dark wood, and cozy corners that give it a mysterious feel, especially in the evening. Some people believe the spirits of former guests still linger there, enjoying the atmosphere just like they did many years ago. Considering the place has seen so much history, presidents, lawmakers, and all kinds of characters have walked through its doors. Even though it's spooky, the haunted stories only add to the charm of the Old Ebbitt Grill. It's not just a place to eat and drink, it's a place full of stories, both real and ghostly. So if you ever visit, keep your eyes open. You might just spot a spirit sitting at the bar, enjoying a drink from the other side. Number 2. The Tune Inn. The Tune Inn is a small, cozy bar on Capitol Hill, known for its old-school charm, tasty burgers, and laid-back vibe. It's been around since 1947, and it's the kind of place where you feel at home the moment you walk in. But don't let the friendly atmosphere fool you. Some say the Tune Inn has a haunted side. Over the years, employees and regulars have shared creepy stories. One of the most common things people notice is bottles falling off shelves for no reason at all. Sometimes glasses break, and nobody is near them. Staff members have said they hear strange noises, like footsteps or whispers, coming from the basement, especially when they're closing late at night. A few even say they felt a cold breeze pass by when all the doors were closed. Some believe the ghost could be a former owner or customer who loved the place so much they never really left. Others just laugh it off and say it adds to the bar's unique character. Either way, the strange activity has become part of the Tune Inn's legend. Even with its spooky stories, the Tune Inn is still one of DC's most beloved dive bars. Locals love its vintage feel, and it's a popular hangout for staffers, journalists, and curious visitors. Ghost or no ghost, people keep coming back for the good food, the friendly service, and the stories that make it feel like more than just a bar. So next time you're at the Tune Inn, enjoy your drink, but keep an ear out. That creak or whisper might not be your imagination. It might just be one of the bar's longtime ghostly guests saying hello. Number 3. The Hawk and Dove. The Hawk and Dove is one of the oldest bars on Capitol Hill, and it's packed with history. Opened in 1967, this classic pub has been a popular hangout for politicians, journalists, and locals for decades. With its wooden booths, dim lighting, and old-school charm, it feels like a place where stories come to life, and maybe some of those stories never really ended. Over the years, people have shared some strange and spooky experiences at the Hawk and Dove. Employees working late have reported hearing footsteps when the place is empty, and some have seen shadows moving out of the corner of their eye. A few even say they've heard whispering voices coming from the upstairs area, which is often quiet and dark at night. Some folks believe the ghost might be a past regular who spent so much time there they never wanted to leave. Others think it could be something tied to the old building itself, which has seen a lot of history come and go. One bartender once joked that the spirit might just be an old politician still waiting to win an argument. Even with these spooky tales, the Hawk Inn Dove is still a warm and welcoming spot. It's known for its friendly staff, great drinks, and being a go-to bar for anyone working on the hill. The ghost stories just add to the charm and make it even more memorable. Number 4. The Tabard Inn. The Tabard Inn is one of the most charming and cozy spots in Washington, D.C. Tucked away near DuPont Circle. This small hotel and restaurant has been around since 1922. With its warm fireplace, antique furniture, and quiet corners, it feels like stepping back in time. But along with its old-world charm comes a bit of mystery. Many believe the Tabard Inn is haunted. Guests and staff have reported some strange things happening over the years. One of the most common stories is about a woman in white who's been seen wandering the hallways. She's quiet and gentle, but she always disappears quickly, like she was never really there. Some guests have also said they heard knocking on their doors at night, but when they opened the door, no one was there. Others have felt sudden cold spots in their rooms or seen lights flickering for no reason. Some say the ghost could be a former guest who loved the place so much she stayed behind. Others believe it could be connected to the building's long history and all the people who've passed through its doors. But whoever the spirit is, she doesn't seem to want to scare anyone. She just seems to be quietly walking the halls, like she's still part of the Tabard story. Even with the ghost tales, the Tabard Inn is a lovely and peaceful place. People love coming here for weekend brunch, quiet getaways, or a night out with friends. The haunted history just adds a little magic to the already special atmosphere. Number 5. The Occidental Grill and Seafood. The Occidental Grill and Seafood is a classy and historic restaurant in downtown Washington, D.C., just a short walk from the White House. It's the kind of place where you feel like you're dining with history. The walls are covered with old photos of presidents, senators, and famous guests who have eaten there over the years. But some say that not everyone who visits the Occidental ever really leaves. For years, people have shared strange stories about ghostly happenings in the restaurant. Some staff members have heard footsteps in empty rooms or felt a sudden chill when no doors or windows were open. Others have seen shadows moving across the dining area, even when no one else was there. One waiter even claimed he saw a man in an old suit sitting alone at a table, but when he looked again, the man had vanished. Many believe the ghost could be a past politician or an important figure from long ago who loved the place so much. With so much history in the building, it's not hard to believe that some energy from the past might still be there. Even though the ghost stories give some people the chills, most guests find it all very interesting. It adds to the special, old-time feel of the place. The food is excellent, the service is great, and the atmosphere is full of charm, with just a touch of mystery. So, if you ever find yourself at the Occidental Grill and Seafood enjoying a steak or some fresh seafood, take a moment to look around. You might not be dining alone after all. Number 6. Martin's Tavern. Martin's Tavern is a cozy and well-loved restaurant in the heart of Georgetown. It's been around since 1933 and is full of charm, history, and old-time comfort. It's famous for being the spot where John F. Kennedy proposed to Jackie and where many presidents and politicians have dined over the years. But besides its rich political past, Martin's Tavern is also known for something a little more mysterious: ghost stories. Over the years, both staff and guests have experienced some strange things. Some people say they've seen a ghostly figure sitting in one of the booths, only for it to vanish when they looked again. Others have reported feeling cold spots in certain areas of the restaurant. Few workers have even heard their names whispered when no one else was nearby. Many believe the ghost might be a former customer who loved the tavern so much, they decided to stick around. Others think it could be connected to the long history of the building itself, which has seen decades of people come and go. Whoever the spirit is, it doesn't seem to cause harm. It's more like a quiet, curious presence that shows up every now and then. Despite the spooky stories, Martin's Tavern remains a favorite spot for locals and tourists alike. People come for the comforting food, the historic feel, and the chance to sit where presidents once sat. And for those who enjoy a little mystery, the idea of a friendly ghost only adds to the charm. So next time you're in Georgetown, stop by Martin's Tavern. Enjoy a warm meal, soak in the history. And if you feel a chill or catch something strange out of the corner of your eye, you might just have a ghostly dinner companion. Number 7. The Iron Horse Tap Room. The Iron Horse Tap Room is a fun and lively bar in downtown DC, known for its cool vibe, arcade games, and wide selection of craft beers. It's a favorite hangout spot for people looking to relax, play some games, and enjoy a good night out. But along with all the fun, there's a spooky side to this bar that not everyone knows about. Some staff members and late-night visitors have shared creepy stories over the years. One common tale is that the arcade games sometimes turn on by themselves, even when no one is near them. The lights flicker now and then, and people have heard strange sounds, like someone walking upstairs when it's completely empty. A few workers say they felt like someone was standing behind them, only to turn around and find no one there. There's no clear story about who the ghost might be, but some think it could be connected to the history of the building itself. Before becoming a bar, the space was used for different things over the years, including offices and other businesses. With so much activity in the past, it's possible that something or someone decided to stick around. Even though these ghostly stories are a little spooky, they haven't scared anyone away. In fact, they've become part of the bar's charm. Most people find the idea of a bar ghost kind of fun and mysterious. It gives the Iron Horse a little extra personality. So next time you visit the Iron Horse Tap Room, enjoy a drink, play a few games, and take in the atmosphere. Just don't be surprised if a game lights up on its own, or if you feel like someone's watching you. It might just be the bar's ghost joining in on the fun. Number 8. The Clydes of Georgetown. Clyde's of Georgetown is a well-known and much-loved restaurant in one of DC's oldest neighborhoods. With its classic American menu, warm lighting, and cozy feel, it's the kind of place where you can enjoy a good meal with friends or family. But behind its friendly atmosphere, some say there's a ghostly side to Clyde's that most people don't notice. Over the years, staff and visitors have reported some strange things happening inside the restaurant. People have heard footsteps when no one else was around, especially late at night. Some employees say they've seen shadows moving quickly out of the corner of their eye or felt a sudden cold breeze even when the doors were shut. One longtime worker shared a story about hearing soft music playing upstairs, only to find the room completely empty. Many believe the ghost could be connected to the history of the building. Georgetown is one of the oldest areas in Washington, D.C., and the buildings there have seen centuries of life, change, and memories. Some say the spirit might be from a time before the restaurant even existed, possibly from when the space was part of an old inn or boarding house. Even with these spooky stories, Clyde's remains a favorite spot for both locals and tourists. The food is delicious, the service is friendly, and the historic charm adds something special to the experience. And for those who enjoy a little mystery, the idea of a quiet, friendly ghost makes dining there even more interesting. So if you find yourself in Georgetown, stop by Clyde's for a bite. And if you hear a creak or feel a chill, don't worry. You might just be sharing the room with one of Georgetown's friendliest ghosts.